Here are a couple great comments from our friends of social media. Andrea Bauman says, I miss baseball. Looking forward to spring training, regular and postseason, as are we. And the Stripes via MyYesNetwork.com says, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all. As for the Yankees present, I'll settle for Burnett's 2009 version. Many Yankees fans feel the same way. Good to have you back. It's a segment we can only do once a year. It's called Ho, Ho, Ho or No, No, No. I'm going to ask Jack and Bob some questions, and if they think yes, it's Ho, 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 or it might be no, no, no. And here we go. Question number one. Albert Pujols, last year, 37 homers, lowest number since 2008. Will Pujols hit more than 37 in his first year with the Angels?
I'm ringing up a ho, ho, ho on this one, Bob, and here's why. In the last 9 seasons, Pujols has hit 37 or more 8 of those seasons. Last year, he missed 15 games. He still hit 37. I think he's going to be helped by a couple of things. He'll be able to DH a little bit more with the Angels, so that'll rest his body. And though you can look at Busch Stadium and Angel Stadium as being a wash in terms of hitting homers at those ballparks, I think this guy will benefit from playing where the Texas Rangers play. He'll have 9 games at Ameriquest Field. That led the major leagues in most homers per game last year.
Bob, ho, 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 or no, no, no?
That's a definite ho, ho, ho. I think one thing, I agree with everything Jack said. One thing I'd like to add, though, is that Pujols has a lot to prove. He's going to be tremendously motivated to make an impression in his first year in the American League. I like him for about 42, 45 home runs, actually.
Wow, all right. Question number 2. Jose Reyes, last year led the National League with a .337 average. A career .292 hitter. Will he hit over 300 this year for the Marlins? Jack?
You know what, in his last 7 seasons, Bob, last year was the only time he hit over 300. He had another season where he hit exactly 300. But I'm going to go ho, ho, ho on this one. I think the Marlins, at the beginning of that contract, they're going to get the good Jose. I think at some point he's going to get injured, but I think, much like Bob said about Pujols, I think Reyes goes to Miami with something to prove. And let's face it, this guy could hit 280 and it becomes 300 because there are going to be little tricklers to the left side of the infield that are going to become base hits.
Bob?
Sign me up for another ho, ho, ho. I think, just as I said about Pujols, there's going to be a tremendous motivation for Reyes to prove the Mets wrong. He wants to show that they made a mistake, not only not signing, but not even offering him a contract. I think he's going to have a tremendous year. I think probably a touchier question would be, will he stay on the field for 120 games?
Yeah.
That we don't know, but I think he's good for at least the 300 average, for sure.
So far, we are immersed in the Christmas spirit. Let's move on. And this is the newly minted free agent pitcher for the Angels, C.J. Wilson. Won a career-high 16 games last year for Texas. Will he win more in 2012 as an Angel?
Here comes the first lump of black coal,
no.
because I'm going with no, no, no on this one. C.J. Wilson has never won more than 16 games. Even last year with a very good offense with the Angels, he was unable to, with the Rangers, he was unable to win 17, 18 games. I always see him as a number 3 type pitcher. I'm not saying he's going to win 9 games, but I think he's more in that 13 or 14 range. I don't see him as winning more than 16.
I'm on a winning streak. I'm going with another ho, ho, ho. You know why? Because he's in the middle of that rotation. He's not being asked to shoulder the entire load. One fact I looked up, little nugget, is that Wilson pitched better away from Arlington Stadium last year. He pitches better on the road. In fact, his career ERA at Angel Stadium is under 3. I think he's going to be very comfortable. He's going to have a big year.
I agree with you. I think he's going to have a little chip on his shoulder, too, maybe because they might give you Darvish all that money. We'll see. All right, on to Mark Burley now. 13-9 last year for the White Sox. He's won at least 10 games every year since 2001. Will he win double-digit games for the 12th straight season? I'll start with you.
Ho, ho, ho. I mean, American League pitchers that go to the National League normally have a very easy time, but they love the idea of a weak number 8 hitter. They love the idea of pitching to the hitter, to the pitcher in the number 9 spot. Look at the American League pitchers who have gone over and profited and really flourished. CC Sabathia when he went from the Indians to the Brewers. Look at Andy Pettitte when he went from the Yankees to the Astros. I think he's going to have a terrific year there.
Bob, this is the quiz in high school where you've answered the first few questions and you say this quiz is tough. And you get to this one, you say this is a piece of cake. This is definitely ho, ho, ho. You're only saying that Burley has to win 10 games. This guy has been the model of consistency. Every year you can book him for 200 innings. He'll make his 32 or 33 starts, and he'll win somewhere from 14 to 16 games. An emphatic ho, ho, ho on this one.
All right, I think the quiz is about to get a little tougher. Here's why. Yu Darvish, if he signs with Texas, will he win more than the 15 games that Daisuke Matsuzaka won his first year with the Red Sox?
I would have to say no, no, no. Only because, look, I know how talented he is. I've seen all the video. Big guy, throws hard, tremendous movement on his pitches, very complicated delivery. It's going to be tough for hitters to adjust to him. But, you know, I've been disappointed so many times by Japanese pitchers. I don't know if his stuff translates yet. Let's see how he does second time through the league. Not first, but second. So until he proves it, I'll say no.
There are some very good Major League pitchers who will pitch in 2012 and not win 15 games. I'm going to be a healthy skeptic on Darvish. I want to see him do it first. He may come over here and dominate. When and if he signs with the Rangers, he may benefit from having that offense scoring a lot of runs for him. But you have to remember, it's not easy to win 15 games. You've got to stay out on the mound. You've got to be healthy. And you mentioned that Daisuke did in his first year. Nomo, who had a better year than Daisuke, only won 13 games in his first year with the Dodgers, despite a 2.5 ERA. So I'm going to say Darvish will pitch well in the major leagues. I don't see him winning 15, though.
All right, no then. All right, moving on to a closer who got some nice money with the Marlins. Heath Bell saved 43 games last year for the Padres, 3 straight 40-plus save seasons. Will he make it 4 straight, Jack, in 2012?
I'm just going with no for this reason. Mariano Rivera has never done that. He's never had 4 straight 40-save seasons. I know that Bell is 3/4 of the way there. I just don't see him being able to register another 40-save season. I'm going no based on the fact that Mo has never done it.
I agree with Jack. No. And the reason why is because I don't like his trend line. He's striking out he's getting fewer strikeouts per 9 innings than last year. In fact, there was a drop-off of almost 50%. Hitters, he still throws hard. He's still up at 94 miles an hour on his average fastball, which is awfully good. But at age 33, I mean, the hitters have started to figure him out. He had his lowest ground ball percentage of his career last year, and that's not a good trend line.
All right, final one for you, and it's a big guy waiting for a big present out of Santa's bag, and it's Prince Fielder. Will he get a contract of at least 5 years from someone this offseason?
I think he will. And even though I've been one of the people pushing the theory that maybe in the end he'll settle for a 5 or 6 year deal and then take a second bite at that free agent apple, I'm going ho on this one based on Scott Boris's track record, because when he puts a number out there to shoot for with one of his clients, most of the time, if not all the time, he's the agent who gets it. So I think Prince will get himself that hefty deal at some point.
I'm right on board with Jack. I'll say ho. He is going to get his money. You may have to go to Seattle to get it, but with Scott Boras representing, you ultimately get what you're looking for, which is the bottom line, the dollar.